I just hit live immediately.
You're too excited.
I am too excited. It's 101. We're 59 seconds late, I guess, or early, depending on how you look at the stream of time. But we're just going to hang out for just a little bit right as we get started. And also to help people, prepare. Hello to Splicer in the chat, who is the first person here. We're really...
Get settled in.
Yeah, we're getting settled right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, welcome to Quadarius on Facebook. King Arrow, this is going to be our second Tekken date stream. So if you didn't catch the first one, we're going to celebrate Valentine's Day by making a tier list for all of our favorite Tekken characters. We've done the first half of the roster, so now we're going to finish it up and figure out who's the best person to go on a date with in the Tekken characters. Yeah, no announcements today. We're just having fun. But definitely join us for this ride. And if you stick around, there might be a couple familiar faces that you might not be expecting.
I expect a lot of heated debates in the chat.
If you want to fight me, please feel free to fight me. This is what the chat box is for. Hello, hello. There's a lot of people rolling in right now. Oops, I got an ad.
Do we remember who was like S tier last time?
So by popular demand, I think it was Julia, who I actually hadn't ranked very high because of the fact that she'd be very busy for you. But,
yes,
Julia's pretty ideal, so I get it.
There you go. I remember a lot of tier changing happening on the fly.
All right, okay. Sounds like there's enough people in here to get started, get the ball rolling. Hi, everybody. There are so many of you already rolling in. Okay, so let's introduce this stream. So, hi, I'm Chris. I'm from the social and community team at Bandai Namco. And we're back with a very different kind of stream today. We're celebrating Valentine's Day, which was earlier this week. And joining me is Nick from our PR team, who's going to introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Nick. I'm the senior PR manager at Bandai Namco America. And I'm very excited to be on this one.
Yeah, and we're going to jump right in. But if you haven't caught this before, we'll kind of ease into it. And if you like what you see, the VOD for the previous stream is both up on Twitch and YouTube. So definitely check us out after the fact. Wow, there's so many of you guys. Hi, how are you? All right. We're jumping in with Armor King. So, not King. We got this cool guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're ranking Armor King actually at a C tier, starting off a little bit mid, only because we know a lot about King and his motivations, but Armor King's a little bit more complicated. He has this bitter rivalry with Marduk, and in Tekken 7, he really, really wants revenge. Because there's so much of his motivation that's fueled by anger. You might be able to get to know him, find the softer side of Armor King if you go on a date. Maybe go bowling. That's always a big staple of Tekken. But, the kitty ears are pretty cute. And you should also consider, if you're allergic to cats like me, maybe not so high on your ranking.
But if you like cats, hey, there's your guy.
Yeah, that's a big plus. For anyone who's just
a little bit more of a snappier dresser than King.
Oh yeah, I think the chains really add to it.
Mm-hmm. The fur-lined or faux fur maybe line coat he's got going on.
Yeah, exactly. I like the spikes too. A lot of fashion.
Dangerous.
Yeah, so anyone who's coming in and asking what's going on, what is this? This is our Tekken date stream. We are going to be creating a tier list of all of our favorite Tekken characters and seeing how good they would be on a date because we're celebrating Valentine's Day. This is celebrating Tekken 7. No Tekken 8 announcements right now. I just read the chat and so yeah, we're just celebrating Tekken 7 and having a great time. So actually, let's go on to our next character that we're going to go on about this time, Asuka. Who, if you remember from the last stream, was actually in the lightning round. We talked about her a little bit, so let's get further into it. So she's definitely a girl next door type, for Tekken standards at least. And she's cute, but, just because she's in high school doesn't mean that she couldn't destroy you, if she felt like it, at least.
Right.
And I'm going to address chat because sometimes people get really excited about this. She did come up last time. Every character in Tekken can and will break your arm if they have to. That's kind of the truth that we have to live with here. I'm just saying if she goes out of her way to beat you up, you probably deserve it. And if you plan on taking Asuka out on a date, just be prepared to invite Lili if she sees herself showing up as well. She kind of ends up following along.
Yes, she certainly does. Yeah, and there might be some competition going on there between her and Lili and you. So who knows what can happen during that date.
Exactly. So much that can happen, but she's a real cutie. So Asuka lands herself in the S tier. Asuka's bae. We got Bob. Bob is in tier B for Bob. All right. So Bob's actually a pretty cool character. We talked about him a little bit last time too. You gotta hand it to a round king. In Tekken 7, Bob has this kind of protective instinct, and he's actually willing to fight Brian, who is glowing with this dark aura of evil, as the game calls it. This is the ideal male body. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like, y'all.
This is the body I am striving for. This is the one I feel I can accomplish the easiest and best way that I know how.
This is what he's saying, though. It's speed and weight, right? Bob might...
Hey, once you start going as a big boy like Bob here, you can really pick up the heat, pick up the steam.
Yeah. Don't let looks deceive you. He is fast. We are getting some comments in chat saying other characters are the cutest. You can definitely check out our previous stream. We did talk about Josie. She is super cute, so no complaints here. The pinnacle of prominence, says Zengetsu on YouTube. All right, we're moving on to Dragunov, who's, if you're noticing, the tier list is kind of going up and down. It's a little bit of a roller coaster. So if you're on a date with Dragunov, you can feel pretty rest assured knowing that you're not ever going to have to talk about the weather or your local sports team. And if you choose out to go out with him, you can take a guess, and I'll just, assume that you're into the bad boy type. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone has a type.
Yeah.
If you're like, I can fix him, maybe you can, and maybe he's very fixed in his ways, actually. But either way, I will send you my regards, and good luck.
Yeah, I don't know how much there is to fixing Dragunov here, but you can do your best and try.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a good listener, as TailsFan1234 says on Twitch. Yeah, at least you're never going to have an awkward conversation about something that you barely know, right?
There you go. Love it.
All right, we're moving on to Eddy. Eddy Gordo comes from a super rich family, but we know that he's really kind. He has a really sweet heart, and he learned how to fight to defend himself in prison, and he uses those skills to seek justice for what happened to his father. It's a pretty noble cause. And a lot of Tekken characters are fighting for what they believe in. I'm only listing the looking for answers as a con because y'all have to be aware that if you're in Tekken as, like, a world, and a family member passes away under mysterious circumstances, and all roads go back to the Mishima family, maybe you have some issues to work out that, unless you're a trained fighter, you might have a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, you might be, signing yourself up for something you didn't get into.
Yeah, exactly. Guitar Dog is calling me out for mentioning his prison stretch, but not his dance skills. I could not forget how great of a dancer Eddy Gordo is. That's always an A+ in my book. Yeah, so you could always go out dancing together.
I think it's a single date, or is it a one-off date, Valentine's date, going out to the club with Eddy Gordo. You're going to have fun.
That sounds like a great time, and he'll take care of you, too. Also, I'm going to shout out Javi in the chat, who was on this stream last year. So yeah, before we go on to our next character, Mazdax21 on YouTube screams in all caps, "What is this?" Just to recap everybody who's just rolling in, this is a Tekken dating stream. We are celebrating the cast and characters of Tekken 7, and also Valentine's Day, which was earlier this week. And I'm joined by Nick, who is super cool, down below. A lot of this was kind of his idea, so we're celebrating it together.
Call me out. This is the second one we've done, so can we call this an annual Valentine's Day tradition here now?
Yeah, we're gonna have to like go back and find other casts of characters to go into. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll do Soul Calibur in the future or something.
Ooh, there you go.
I'll rank all the cousins of like colorfulness. So we got options. If you guys like these kinds of streams, definitely let us know. It helps us out. Also, hi to Typo in Twitch chat, who just says, "Hi, Krista. How you doing?" People are saying that they enjoy a club date.
Yeah.
You got called out, Nick. It just says it's all your fault that we're doing this.
From behind the scenes, I plotted it all.
All right, we're moving on to Feng. Feng wants to be the strongest and is going to stop at absolutely nothing. That's respectable, though, wanting to be the strongest. Mm-hmm. But he kind of shows a lack of empathy for others, and he's going to solely focus on the goals that he sets for himself. You're probably still going to have a fine date as long as he doesn't consider you weak or anything. Just know that it's in your best interest not to call him out or challenge him to an arm wrestling competition. Something like that might not go well for you, but I don't know, you could be really buff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have Feng at sea. He's really cool. We always love ambition.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm so glad you didn't miss this juicy gem from Mike on YouTube. All right, we're moving on to Ganryu. Ganryu. Who landed himself in the C tier, and this is why. Is your name Julia Chang? Are you in Tekken? If the answer to both of those questions is yes, then you might be okay, but if not, unfortunately, you're always going to be Ganryu's number 2. That's just how this is going to work. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's going to be hard to kind of keep up with his lifestyle, unless you're as rich as him at least. And that being said, it could be fun. Just be careful, make good choices. Kind of my advice for anybody whenever you're on a date. Mm-hmm. You can take that as a Bandai Namco promise.
Take that one to the bank.
Yeah, be careful, make good choices.
Yeah, I think like you said, if you're not Julia, it might be a little bit tiring to hear him talk about her or be compared to her. So I think a C tier is the highest I would go for Ganryu. Yeah.
And if you guys disagree with us, feel free to let us know in the chat. We will read them out. All right, we're moving on to Jack 7. Jack 7 is a version of Jack that's been available. A version of Jack has been available in just about every Tekken game. And we love to see someone who's always showing up. Consistency is key, especially for founding a good relationship. But unfortunately for you, his programming is from the G Corporation, and he is there to kill you. So in my personal tier list, anyone who is going to murder you on sight gets put in D or lower.
That's a good advice.
Literal killing machine. You charm me, I'm listening, says someone in chat.
How do you like the mohawk here that he has going on?
Kirby in chat just said Jack 7's hair looks super soft. I must pet it. So that's an answer.
There you go.
I mean, I like the color. It's definitely a bold choice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, the hair will differ on the hairstyle, but I agree that if he has intentions of killing, then you specifically, then there's a...
Yeah, there might be some problems going on a date. But he could rock possibly a middle part one day, maybe. We'll find out.
No, yes. Well, that'd be... Hey. Someone in chat, mock that up. Let's see that. Jack 7 with the middle part.
All right, we're moving on to Lars. Okay, Lars has some major plot armor going on here. And before I actually get started into the pros and cons, can we get a vibe check on Lars's hair? Good? Bad? Kind of in between? Let me know, because it's very polarizing.
Looks like he just woke up.
Someone just called out something that I'm going to list right now, so shout out to Eloquian Jester in Twitch chat. So Lars is the illegitimate son of Heihachi. Heihachi, king of the Iron Fist himself, but he's not kind of aware of this according to the Tekken 6 prologue. I'm not gonna have time to go into all the backstory, but he has to be charismatic enough to lead a huge rebel army, especially with that hair. Let's talk about that hair. And you can play as Lars in Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. So someone did mention that in chat. He gets a few extra points for being in a Naruto game.
There you go. Yeah, you have to be pretty confident in yourself if you're rocking that hairstyle. It's very, like you said, polarizing here, but
yeah,
you got it. Flaunted on this one.
Tails fan says, leads a rebel army. That's a negative? It's such bad boy vibes. Listen, I'm not going to judge your choices. Just army, death, kind of hand in hand. But, that hair, can't say no.
No.
Someone's saying, someone said that the hairspray budget for him is going to be pretty high.
Yeah. And also he's wearing a cape, right? Or cloak?
I think.
So that's something. Hey, that's a bold choice in this day and age. But I guess if you're leading a rebel army, that commands a certain respect there with the cape.
All right. Chicks dig cloaks, right? Says someone in Twitch chat. All right, we're moving on to Law. Law's a family man. He's a small business owner. Gotta support that, especially in times like this. It's not a secret that everyone in Tekken is a good fighter, but not everyone is capable of running a dojo to maintain that skill and teach it to others, especially like martial law right here. He also at some point has run a restaurant in Chinatown, and unfortunately in Tekken 7, he has also run into a fair bit of money trouble trying to help out his son. It'd probably be nice if you picked up the tab if you went on a date with Law, but it's a small price to pay for a very pleasant evening. Seems like you'd be able to talk about a lot of things with Law.
Yeah. I think this is the first one I've seen is just like, we can go on a normal date here and not get into too much trouble.
Yeah, he's probably like a good chef.
Mm-hmm.
Someone says that they'd love to stay but gotta go. Thank you for coming by, Daniel. Hope you enjoy, and you can always check out the VOD later. The date comes in itinerary, says someone. Small business owner king. Someone else's point in chat just says, my brother loves Law. If you're taking someone to meet the family, that's always a good point.
There you go.
Let's see. Yeah, someone else just says Law's an honest man.
There you go.
We love that.
Perfect.
And someone on YouTube goes, "Wata!" which is fair. His favorite drink at a bar would be wata. Thank you for the puns, guys. All right, we're moving on to Lee. Thank you for the puns here. So Lee Chaolan. Lee Chaolan is smart, suave, and you didn't hear this from me, but he kind of possibly looks like that Violet guy from Violet Systems. Looks a lot like him. Mm-hmm. Lee seems to be the kind of guy you'd buy you like a really fancy dinner and then kind of ghost you the day after. But if you can get past the ladies' man persona and the messy family drama that since he was adopted by Heihachi, Lee could be a pretty excellent date.
Yeah. I think you'd have another one, a good time. It's the CEO. You can't go wrong with that.
Someone says that they would date Lee just for the $1,000 dinner.
There you go.
And
get some of that gold flaked food.
Yeah, I want to know what gold tastes like. That's always in like the movies and stuff. Someone says Violet Systems budget can't afford designs on the other side of his jacket. That's fashion.
The asymmetrical design is, that's fashion for you.
High fashion is S tier. Yeah, we're not ranking fashion. Maybe that's what we should do next time, talk about like makeovers and hair and outfits. That'd
be good.
For Anime Zone on YouTube, if you're asking how we ranked Jin, you can always check out the VOD. We'll link them at the end of this stream, just so if you want to check them out. All right, we're moving on to Leo, who is just doing their best and deserves to be in B.
You can't fault them for that, that's for sure.
So, again, Leo is the one fighter of a pattern that we're going to see throughout this stream. And I'm going to point out here, consider this. There's a well-rounded fighter looking for answers about deceased family member. Did I bring this up earlier? Yes. It's all a mystery except someone of the Mishima family is mysteriously involved. There's a high chance that you're in for a bad time if you don't get out of Dodge once things start to look dicey. That being said, Leo seems to be kind and overall pleasant, so you can probably get coffee or something.
There you go. I feel like Leo will be the underdog of this list here. Well, he's in B. They're in B tier, so
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with going on a date with Leo. A lot of question marks, but no red flags, which is kind of a good thing, a nice safe date, a pleasant afternoon. Leo is cool. Yeah, we're having our belated Valentine's celebration for anyone who's coming in and asking questions. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Leo's cool. Coffee dates.
Coffee dates. Get your chocolate.
All right. Yeah, someone in Twitch chat's just asking who would go on a date. I'm not going to judge. Everyone can go on their dates with whoever they want. We're moving on to Leroy. Leroy has a dog, so that gets an immediate plus from me.
Check mark. Dog. Gotcha.
Yeah. Her name is Sugar. She's lovely. And Leo is this masterful fighter who kind of carries a great deal of wisdom along with him for his age. Sugar is his dog who's loyal and fierce and is not in this PowerPoint, but we love her. And he's taken it upon himself to bring Heihachi to justice, which is dangerous, but a pretty noble cause. Personally, I find it funny to imagine Leroy on a date at the dog park, but I also have no doubt in my mind he'd somehow make it look like it's the coolest thing someone could ever do.
I feel like Leroy would have good stories to tell as well.
Yeah, you can kind of just talk about everything under the sun.
And again, yeah, seeing it going out to the dog park, hanging out. Let's do it.
Someone's asking for Tekken dating sim now. I feel like this is as close as we're going to get to that, so please enjoy. Ryber Phoenix on YouTube, just wait. We are going to get to your request soon. But yeah, Leroy is nothing but pluses according to Romance Symphony on YouTube. We love that. Leroy is pretty dang cool. We can talk about everything. Alright, we're moving on to Lili. Lili has, kind of a mixed bag here, but still lands herself in the A tier. She's a bit contradictory in her existence. She's not exactly mean, and she's definitely not altruistic at all times. She's rich to the point of seeming spoiled, but not to the point of that she can't see the good in others. So a lot of balances with Lili.
Yeah. I feel like she would look at her cell phone a lot during the date.
She's like, she's just checking out other things.
She's just checking it. She might just be checked out on social media. She's like, but I think, again, I think she'd be, A tier seems like a good fit. Just gotta be engaging enough for her to be totally into it.
Yeah, I also want to mention that she's pretty confident in her fighting skills, which can kind of come off as jarring when you see her, especially compared to her very prim and proper self. But she also has this one-sided thing with Asuka, which isn't necessarily a con, but it is something that you should look out for. You'd probably be able to enjoy some nice tea time with her. And
she has her own butler, the driver.
That's true, yeah. Right? Lili has her own butler who is playable in some games, too. All right, we're moving on to Lucky Chloe, a very contentious character. I mean, come on. Can you say no to her?
Yeah. You got the headphones, pause. What else do you want?
Yeah. I would say Lucky Chloe's arguably the cutest fighter in the Tekken universe, given that being cute is her job. And she'd probably be very entertaining to have on a date. We're kind of aware that she takes the idol life very seriously, so if you do manage to secure a date with her, make sure that you don't get caught or you will suffer the consequences. That's what the golden rule is right there. If you're an idol, you can't date or the press is going to be after you for a while.
Yeah, that's, you gotta be confident in yourself and to know that she's into you, and if it's a serious thing, that don't worry about it. But yeah, there are going to be a lot of other people coming after her, and you can't be out there in public. So, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. She also, again, for one to shout out to people in chat, she's a great dancer. She's really fun and entertaining. She has great stage presence, which might be something that you're into if you're just dancing along. All things to consider.
Yes.
Now for someone on a completely different spectrum of character, we have Marduk.
Oh boy.
Marduk gets a plus for being large and huggable like a teddy bear. But he's also extremely violent and egotistical. So if you're going on a date with Craig Marduk, I want you to go to your phone right now, open it, share me your location, and keep it on until you get back home, okay? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding. Marduk is violent, and to put it gently, he seems to kind of only care about himself. It's basically what he has going for him is that he's really cool. Mm-hmm. He's previously the undisputed Vale Tudo champion, and fighting seems to be the one thing that he wants to do.
Yeah, let people know where you're at on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go in blind here.
Someone says Marduk is S+ for them.
Oh.
A couple people want to give him a hug. Teddy bear vibes. All right. And he can lift your car.
There you go.
According to Guitar Dog, he can lift your car. He might be moving you about like a Rubik's Cube. Sam says, I can fix him in Twitch chat.
Do it.
Yeah, and people are saying that Marduk might be overprotective, which, yeah, that could happen.
Yeah. That's the other side, yeah, you never know. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, Miguel. We do love Miguel. Right here, Miguel Caballero Rojo is an example of a great date if you're on his good side. It's the only reason he falls down on the tier list a little bit. He loved his sister more than anyone else in the world, and of course he vowed to exact his revenge against the Mishima Zaibatsu when her wedding was destroyed. So his anger is kind of hard to predict, and I would say that you should definitely enjoy yourself on a date with Miguel, but be ready to run if you need to bail. That is a very consistent thing in dates with Tekken characters.
Yo, for sure. Now, you said Lucky Chloe may be the cutest, but I don't know about this guy, Miguel. He's looking pretty, that hair.
Yeah, he's bringing the competition for sure.
And I think, yeah, I think you get a good dinner date out of him. Yeah, I think I would put him at A, but B is fine with me.
Yeah, he gets extra points for just the suave smile and all of that.
Yeah, yes, very suave.
How are you guys feeling in chat here? Yeah, there's some people saying that the sleeve thing that he has on his arm right now is cool. Yeah, a lot of fashion choices, always an A+. Someone says he gets
Tekken
S tier for Spanish.
And Tekken characters, nothing if not fashionable. Like, especially in Tekken 7, they really up their games in Tekken 7.
Zangetsu V2 on YouTube says, always gotta be ready to leg it with this cast. Don't skip leg day or cardio.
I feel like dating a Tekken character is like dating an Olympic athlete. Like, you need to know what you're getting into. Like, they're going to be the top of their form at all times. You just got to be ready to live that lifestyle. And the same thing with Tekken characters.
Someone named Empathetic Villain in Twitch chat says, sound like y'all need a little Feng. I feel like your Twitch username speaks for itself. All right. We've gotten to Paul Phoenix. Someone in chat was requesting him, so now we're shouting him out. Paul Phoenix is an All-American with some very impressive hair. He has all the finesse of a sledgehammer, and has a personal rivalry against Heihachi's bear Kuma, which is neither here nor there. Still, Paul's got a big heart, as big as his wallet is empty, and would probably make for at least an entertaining date.
Yeah, I think he'd be very fun to go out with. I believe he drives a motorcycle, so that's something fun to do. Go on a motorcycle ride with him. And again, with these hair, I know he's had a side part, he had his hair down in the past, but I think the opposite of Jack. I keep it up.
Yeah, I think so.
Keep it up.
Also, hi, Abby. Did not realize that was you.
Oh. What?
Yeah. Hi, love you. How you doing? To shout out Effect TK on Twitch, who asked if King was done already. King was discussed in our previous stream. We're going to link it at the end of this one, so we're going to get to the end of this first. But stick around because we do have some testimonials from other people. We'll call it that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Paul Phoenix. Honestly, yeah, C is a little low. He's definitely someone that'd be a lot of fun to hang out with, and
Yeah.
really
And again,
cool person.
dependable, I think. He's been in pretty much all the games. So he's loyal. He's there.
All right. Yeah, he is very dependable. Master Raven. So Master Raven is cool and calm and collected, but she doesn't really have time to go on a date with us.
Yeah.
She's cold and mysterious, and she's part of the UN Secret Service. She's been found to slice an incoming missile in half with the katana, so you could feel very safe around her. It's really simple. She's good at her job. And for this exact reason, it's going to be really difficult to secure a date with her. So don't get too disappointed if she rejects you right out.
Or leaves halfway through.
Yeah, exactly.
Leaves with the bill.
Unless you are a matter of, like public safety urgency, I don't necessarily know if she's going to take the time.
Right. But if you can't get a date, do it. She's cool.
Yeah. But Master Raven, she's really cool. All right, we're moving on to Shaheen. Shaheen's super kind. He's avenging a friend. That gets a plus or minus, as we've discussed previously. He's cool. He's a great fighter. He's always willing to do his best. And he gets extra credit for being willing to give Kazuya a second chance in his ending, when a lot of Tekken fighters would go out of their way to take him down instead.
Right. Yeah. Again, A tier, great for Shaheen.
He's got a lot of swag, too. We're gonna... Yeah.
He has the swag again. These Tekken 7 characters, they know what they're doing here with the style.
Some people are asking about characters that aren't in Tekken 7. Unfortunately, this is a tier list for characters that are in the Tekken community, or Tekken 7 roster specifically. But we do what we can. C Fox. C Fox is this middleweight champion boxer, and he can't really remember his childhood. Kind of neither here nor there. He's a British boxer. He's not really sure about the childhood he can't remember. And ironically, it is a good thing if you want your date to run smoothly. He's aware of Nina and is even brave enough to take matters into his own hands to find some answers. But it's really complicated for a guy who, in other terms, has had a pretty normal life. You know, consider doing something exciting on your date to keep his mind off things, like going to a spin class or something.
Sparring at a boxing gym. I think that would be the date, right? Just go out to his gym and shadow box. Or
just get something. Your first date is just getting knocked out cold by Steve. Somebody says they refuse to fight anyone who uses Steve. They get whooped every time. See, this is the kind of thing you can learn on your date, how to fight Steve.
There you go. Inside information. He doesn't know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sabotage.
All right, we're moving on to Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu loves amusement parks. She has a panda for a bodyguard and a best friend, but she will always love the amusement park more than you. She's a sweet girl with a lot of heart, energy, and power behind those fists. She has kind of a complicated relationship to Jin, and that information doesn't necessarily serve you well, but, you know, you can take her to the amusement park, and you'll both have a great time.
There you go. Is she Tekken in Tekken Universe version of a Disney adult or kid or something who's just like loving Disneyland?
I don't know if it's necessarily like that kind of thing. I think she likes the concept of rides and like going on everything.
All right.
Kind of like festival level of stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. And she has Panda. So if you're good with Panda, you're good with her probably.
Yeah, you do have to get through Panda. You have to pass the vibe check from a bear.
Yeah, the vibe check is a strong one with Panda there.
All right, we're moving on to Yoshimitsu. No, I'm kidding. Yoshimitsu is really hard to read. He's always changing. We don't know what Yoshimitsu looks like or even sounds like due to the mask and the voice distortion. So we know at his core that he's at least kind enough to perform CPR after knocking Leo out in his Tekken 7 ending. But if you get the chance to go out on a date, just let me know what Yoshimitsu's favorite color is, please. Like, just something, anything, a morsel of information.
So he's the most mysterious one, and he's always changing, like you said. Never keeps the same appearance. This one is a little bit different out there, but people, you got these tentacles out there, so it's what it is.
Yeah.
I won't say more than that, but
he knows how to fight with a katana. It's really cool.
Got a katana. He uses that katana a lot. Spins around, hovers around. I don't know if he does that in Tekken. Does he do that in Tekken and Soul Calibur?
That's true.
Helicopters around with that katana.
You can say Yoshimitsu's well-traveled, too.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
All right, and we have our last for the list that we're doing today. There were some questions in chat of which ones we haven't covered. Definitely check out the rest of the cast in the first Tekken date stream video. I will link it at the end of this stream. But lastly, let's cover Zafina, who lands herself an A tier for being very sharp and level-headed. But the Devil Gene was the theme of the previous stream, where she's very sharp and determined, and she wants to take down anyone with the Devil Gene. She probably has a lot of great stories to tell you if she agrees to go on a date with you, but she's very focused, so be prepared to call off dinner if Jin or Kazuya show up if you value your safety.
Yeah. Again, wants to get rid of that Devil Gene. That's fine. She gets sharp. Love it. Is she the one? She kind of fights like a spider or something. Like she's a little spindly and kind of gets around there, right? So
she has, there's some kind of, I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I think it's like Azazel or something.
Yes.
And someone's asking, is destroying the Devil Gene really that much of a negative? Not necessarily, but the amount of danger it's going to put you in on your date is the negative.
Targets on your back.
Oh, thank you to Sam in chat for linking our first Tekken dating stream. If you want to check that out, we have the VOD on Twitch and YouTube. And before we kind of wrap up this stream, we do have some answers from people in the Tekken community who wanted to shout out and give their answers. So without further ado, I'm going to just turn that on.
Hey Tekken community, it's Cuddlecore, and I was asked who my ideal Tekken date would be. And I have to say, the Exorcist himself, Claudio Serafino. Personally, I think Claudio is so cool. He's got this edge about him, this mysteriousness, but he also has this flair too. So based on his personality being, he's got flair, he's dynamic, he's also very confident. I mean, as you can tell by like some of his like intros and outros, but also the fact that the way he dresses and even the other like presets that you can pick from, his costumes, his outfits are amazing. He's got style, he's got personality, he's got grace, and he's got flair. I also like that Claudio's a little mysterious. I like that we know things about him, but we don't even know his age. We don't know Claudio's age at all. And I'm like, that's intriguing. And personally, I do love people of mystery. People that you can't put a finger on it, but you're like, I'm really interested what their backstory is. Like, what do they do? What's their background? So Claudio is definitely that for me. Also adding the fact that he has access to Starburst. Starburst stance, just like it's like magic, right? And I just love that it gives him access to an entirely, completely different toolkit. I love that. So Claudio's versatile. He's got personality. He's got flair. He's got confidence. I love that in people in general. And like I said, the mysteriousness. So Claudio would definitely be my ideal Tekken date. But also, runners-up would definitely be Lars Alexanderson. I have a huge soft spot for Lars.
It's the hair, right?
I love the way he moves.
That's right.
I love how like he's so focused. He's so serious. I love seriousness in people as well. And he's like this. He reminds me of like a businessman. But going back to his stances, like, I love how he moves. He's graceful. That movement is so deceiving, and just all the animations and the fact that he is a Mishima of sorts, but I believe he's like a stepson or like not stepson, a half son to Heihachi. So he kind of has electricity, but he has his own like take and flair and style to it. So really love Lars for just and the hair. You can't forget the hair. The way he styles his hair.
There it is.
Another character with tons of drip. Just Claudio, Lars. Definitely ideal Tekken dates.
So yeah, we have a lot of wonderful responses from people within our community. So as Cuddle just went over, her main pick is Claudio. Her number 2 is Lars. Great, solid picks.
Solid pick. I like it. Both of them.
Someone was saying, we like Claudio because of the hop move. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of talk about movement and the play styles, I feel like, because this is what these people excel at.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Kenny too.
What's up? It's Unruly. And I gotta say, Ling Xiaoyu would be my ideal Tekken date. Now, I hope I said her name right. It's always difficult to say. But Ling, she's awesome. Why? She loves amusement parks. I love amusement parks. And amusement parks, let's be real. Those are the best places to go on dates. Roller coasters, rides, good food, and if she wins the King of Iron Fist, she gets her own amusement parks. So that means free rides, free food, you can go in after the park is closed. Super good times. But we got to give it to number 1 ideal date choice, Eddy Gordo. Eddy Gordo was born in the richest families in Brazil, but treated everybody with respect. He's got a bit of a sketchy past, but he was framed, or he framed himself. But anyways, that's not the point. Another point is he ran an orphanage and took care of children and taught them capoeira. He's an awesome dude with a big heart, and you got to go with Eddy. And you know what? And if you want to go out dancing, I've heard he's a pretty good backup dancer.
There you go. Was he wearing Eddy's jacket or shirt there?
I gotta turn it on again. Let me check. Yeah, I mean,
what's up? It's
on.
It's pretty similar. We got some fashion going on too.
Mm-hmm.
We got 2 more videos just to shout out to. Big thanks to Cuddle and Kenny so far. I do believe it's Unruly's birthday today. So
happy birthday!
Happy birthday if you're watching.
Hey there, I'm Alicia Xlife, and my ideal Tekken date would have to be Kazuya Mishima. He is so fine. He's been so attractive and so beautiful since '95. Okay,
she's straight
back
to the
on
point.
PlayStation 1,
Mm-hmm.
I was in love with this man. He has daddy issues. He's got a lot of swagger. Like, ooh. But on top of all of that, him in the Tekken movie, the animated Tekken movie, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but it's really good. Him and Jun's relationship was iconic to me growing up. So definitely has to be him for my number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, super solid. You can't really go wrong with the main character of a show or of a game.
Yeah.
Especially a series this like long standing.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, last but not least, Tasty Steve goes on a very thorough explanation of his choices. So I'm going to leave that to him.
All right. Let's hear it.
Hey guys, it's your boy Tasty Steve. I'm here to talk to you about none other than, boom, good ass Tekken. Actually, just Tekken and the dating in the world of Tekken. Now, if I was to date somebody in the world of Tekken, because we got to figure out who would be good at this. First off, it's a lot of powerful people in the world of Tekken, but all of them are good fighters, but how many of them are good in relationships? To be a significant other, to date, marry, hang out, pal around with, you know what I'm saying? Take to Disneyland, play with their pets. Who is that character? Now, first off, there's a lot of Tekken characters, a lot of strong Tekken characters, a lot of strong women in Tekken, right? So I kind of boiled it down to who I would potentially like to date, wife up, put a ring on it, and maybe meet my parents. Now, as you know, somebody like myself, if we're living in the world of Tekken, I got to make sure I can take care of myself, right? So I would say as a third place runner-up, third place, no offense, don't come and try and kill me, Nina Williams. Now, everybody knows that I like Nina, but one of the reasons I felt like she would be dope great partner, a great significant other, is because she's a trained killer. She's all about business. She don't have to be a stay-at-home anything because she's a go-getter. She got her own assassination business. She's a heavily well-paid bodyguard for, I think it's the Zaibatsu. She's working for the Zaibatsu at this point. So if that's the case, why wouldn't she have a bunch of money, one, to take care of herself, two, she can train me to be a killer, and three, she got access to this cryo sleep just in case we want to be together forever. But she's still an assassin, bro. What if she gets tired of me? What if she gets fed up? What if I make her mad or annoy her and she wants to... We can't have that. We can't have that. That's why she's third. Not even going to try to date with that one because it seems like it's going to be a bad idea. Two, runner up. Let's talk about this, right? See, me, Steve, everybody knows one of the one-on-one Steve tasty facts is I love ninjas. So obviously, if I had the opportunity to date one, it would be Master Raven. Now, not only is she the leader of a clan of ninjas, and by proxy, if we were to date, things go well, we meet up later, we get married, boom, I also become the head of said clan of the Raven Ninjas. And what if we have a little Steve Jr.? My man's gonna be a powerful ninja. Ninja is in his blood, not only because of me, but because of his amazing mother, Master Raven, and technology. I mean, our kid's gonna be ridiculous. He's gonna be the next successor of the Raven clan. We got a lot that could happen, but what if I'm not up for the challenge, man? People are always gonna be trying to kill her. Like, they're gonna be looking for this clan of ninjas to get their revenge for something that they've done down the line. I don't need that on my conscience. Then on top of that, what if I want her to train me to be a ninja? What if my body can't uphold that? What if things get a little too heavy and I get dead? What if I catch dead trying to be a ninja with my significant other, Master Raven? So I can't date Master Raven. Now, that leaves number one. And this list could definitely be changed over time because, it just depends how I feel. But right now, I feel like it's only one person in the world of Tekken that would be perfect for me. Lidia Sobieska, a newcomer to the world of Tekken, and I feel like it's only right. She could train me to be a Tekken world fighter. Now, if things go wrong in the world of Tekken, right, and she gets beat up, if she gets taken out, then I'll be trained and strong enough to go in, a la like Master Raven went in, after Raven got kicked out. See, I can be the follow-up. I'm still going to keep my last name, by the way. But I would be there to represent her in the world of Tekken in this new King of Iron Fist tournament, henceforth putting me in the world of Tekken, and I would be a ridiculous fighter as well. So, if you look at all those things, put together with the fact that we will be one of the most powerful couples in the world of Tekken. I mean, she's the Prime Minister of Poland. They will make me a man of color, also a Prime Minister of Poland, and we would have to make sure all those people are well taken care of. Personally, I feel like that's one of the best and easiest jobs, considering the world is at war in the world of Tekken, and I'll be a trained fighter. Plus, the diplomatic power we would have in the world of Tekken, I ain't got to worry about the Mishima Zaibatsu coming after me or anything like that. So, honestly, I'm just saying, if I got the chance, if I had the opportunity, and there was a Tekken character I could date, whose DMs would I slide in? It will definitely be Lidia Sobieska. Well, with that being said, who would you guys think that you see me with? Who would you see me dating in the long list of things? Actually, don't answer that. Just know that I got my picks down. What are your picks? Peace.
So big
Thought
thanks
long and
again.
hard about that. Those.
He really did. Big thanks again to Cuddlecore, Kenny and Ruli, Alicia, and Tasty Steve for taking the time out of your day to record that for us. We love hearing your guys' picks for characters that you'd love to date in Tekken. That's how we celebrate Valentine's Day here. Someone in chat says Pog effort. And Icy Sky says that he's playing the long game with that explanation. But yeah, before we close out, I do want to know, what are your guys' picks? Who would you number one pick for a Tekken date? I say off the top of my head, even though I know she would steal my wallet, I'm gonna say Kunimitsu.
That was what I was gonna say.
Did I steal your top pick?
Steal my girl? Then I'm gonna go with Nina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Nina.
Nina in her Tekken 7 wedding dress or Nina in her like typical tactical outfit?
I'm gonna go with the typical purple tactical outfit. We'll have to deal with Anna, but that's whose family's perfect, so
Exactly.
deal with it. Yeah, I'll go with Nina.
Someone in chat says the wedding dress is when things get serious, and it's like a blushing emoji. Yeah, I mean, if Kunimitsu can do anything, she can steal our hearts, chat, for people that are asking about it. So it says Katarina can get it, though.
True. There's
Yeah.
so many characters to choose from. Just one is tough.
I think at the end of the day, there's not really a bad answer. We can put them in tier lists as much as we want, but I'm going to respect whoever you guys pick. It's totally, like, anybody's game.
Yeah.
I think with that pretty much rounds out our stream. Someone on chat, Kiki Baby on Twitch, says this was an interesting stream. I'm glad that you enjoyed. Hopefully it was interesting enough to stick around. Maybe watch back and feel free to yell at us in the comments if you're watching the VOD. Do we have any closing thoughts before we do this?
This is fun. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
I forgot to say also Kuma, I guess as well. I have him wearing this shirt here, so he'd be nice to hug.
Yeah, I want to
as
show
well.
it off.
But yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, so we're signing off for the day. This is hopefully going forward, maybe how we're gonna start spending Valentine's Day. Let us know what you guys think. Terrible dates or not, that's kind of the way that we're gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
Someone said they're gonna pick me. I'm not a Tekken fighter. I don't know. Appreciate that though. Alrighty. Well, if you guys stick around, I do believe that there is a Dragon Ball Battle Hour later today on this channel as well. Check that out if you're interested. And I will find... Hold on, I actually should find the link for it. Or if Sam in our wonderful mod, I'm going to shout her out too, could drop that link. What do you call it? Tekken. I'm going to find it. But yeah, the last time we did this stream was in April of last year. It is currently February. And we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy happy weekend. Okay, I found the link. Ooh, there it is.
Happy belated Valentine's Day.
Belated Valentine's Day if you're an American. Happy 3-day weekend.
No, that's true.
There it is. And I'm gonna drop the link to the first video before we go. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. I'm gonna throw up the waiting screen that we used for the last stream on. It says 7 million. We've actually sold more copies since, but it's some nice art, so please enjoy. Bye, everybody. And big thanks to Nick.
Bye.
Actually, I did not shout out Nick, so.
No. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.